Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. It is April 17th, 2017, and I'm hoping that everybody had a very happy Easter holiday weekend. I want to bring all of you up to date on what is going on around the globe as of today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, whenever I bring you these reports, I do want you to pay very, very close attention to what is going on around the globe, because all of it is very, very relevant. What we're looking at right now is the current USGS earthquake map, and this is for the last 7 days. And what we've been noticing are large swarms of activity all around the world. As you can see, I'm circling the whole entire West Coast region of the United States here. Specifically, if you follow my cursor, this is all wrapping around the Yellowstone caldera. I mean, it is almost the perfect shape of this massive caldera over in Yellowstone on the west coast of the United States. Now, right now, the USGS is having problems with their map. That's why I'm not zooming in to this information right here. There is a warning up on their website that states if you load all of the earthquakes for the last 7 days, you may incur computer problems. Well, we don't want to do that. But as you can see up here in Alaska, you're seeing a very, very large influx of earthquake activity, and once again all through the South Pacific region. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm showing you this is because we've been charting these earthquakes for over a year. The earthquake activity has steadily risen from magnitudes of 3 moving into 4, and now they are all moving into a higher magnitude 5. Whenever we start getting into magnitude 6 and 7, we are looking at very serious situations. Also, I just want to mention, I have to be very careful how I title and how I word these videos, because YouTube is flagging videos that has anything to do with this subject matter. So when you see a video coming up from this channel, Planet X News or the Nibiru channel, regardless of what the titling says on the video, just please watch it. Make sure that you are sharing these videos on your Facebook page and your Twitter. Leave a small caption to heighten someone's awareness to watch it, so we can start to wake people up and get the information to them. Because, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said before, knowledge is power. And that's all that we're going to be faced with, is the knowledge of what is truly happening around this globe. Now, as you can see, still a lot of earthquake activity all along the west coast region of South America, and this does not have all of the earthquake activity. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is 7 days of earthquake reporting by the USGS. We're going to go ahead and move into the European model. Now, they also report on earthquakes in this region, and it's a little sporadic. Some earthquakes are there, some are not there. Now, we're going to look at what's happening in the European model. And once again, you can see a steady flow of earthquake swarming all through Turkey, Greece, and Italy has actually quieted down somewhat. But there was an earthquake, magnitude 3.4, right in the northeastern tip of Spain. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is very, very unusual. As far as volcanic activity for today, April 17th, we still have 30 volcanoes that are in full eruption mode around the globe. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a raised level of volcanic activity around the Earth. It's very raised. We don't normally have 30 volcanoes in full eruption mode. Now, we're going to take a look at what's happening on the sun. Things have been relatively quiet over the past week. Now, once again, we have a very large coronal hole that has opened up right near the equator of the sun. This is actually turning towards Earth within the next 24 to 48 hours. We are actually seeing some of the effects of this coronal hole right now. We'll get into that in just a minute. But looking over to the left side of the sun, as you follow my cursor, you're going to see another coronal hole opening up right in front of your eyes. So once again, not only are we going to be faced with the increased radiation levels and the possibilities of increased earthquake activity from this coronal hole, we have another one approaching, and that will probably be with us, so I would say within the next 5 to 7 days. So that's going to be something that we are definitely going to have to watch. Now, moving into the magnetosphere, as you can see, this coloring over here, once again, if you've never seen this before, this is all based on the solar winds impacting the Earth. And these are magnetic field lines. Now, it does look relatively normal as far as the magnetic field lines, these black lines. However, looking at this front part in front of the bow shock of the Earth, it is at a very high elevated level. The color code key is right here to the lower right. So you can see we are in the orange and the yellow, and it is literally impacting very heavily into our planet. Now, something else that I noticed about this model that I've never seen before, take a look at this rectangle. This rectangle is normally perfectly straight, but for instance, just take a look at this line. It's sloping. I don't know if they are skewing this information. I don't know if this is false information. I don't know what they've done to this, but I've never seen this rectangular model just be distorted like this. So I'm gonna have to put this in question, because I've never seen this like that. It's almost like they cut and pasted this in there. But anyways, you know, we never know what exactly they are doing to hold back information from us. We've seen them delete information time and time again. Moving into the actual solar winds. Now, there is no data going up to the 17th. The only data that we can get to was the 14th. Once again, looking at the length of these arrows, this is the solar wind coming from the sun impacting the Earth. The length of these arrows, that designates the speed of the solar winds. You can clearly see it is impacting the Earth, and it is creating a situation. Now, all of these arrows should be pointed in the same direction. Pay very close attention to what is exactly going on around the Earth. Some of this is bouncing back for some reason once again, and it is rotating directly around the Earth. And take a look at the big red ring around the Earth. This is the highest level of radiation enveloping our entire planet. We're going to take a look at that right now. Now, this information is up to date for the 17th. Once again, the dotted line is the satellite belt around our planet. If you take a very close look, once again, we are being enveloped in very, very high levels of radiation. Once again, and ladies and gentlemen, I did a report on this, which was put together by our physicist. This is not good for any type of human life on this planet. But we are still going through it on a day-to-day basis. And there will be people that will tell you, oh, listen, there's nothing wrong. It's not going to harm you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you should definitely know better than that. Any type of radiation is not good for human beings or any animal or even plant life on this planet. Taking a look at the actual solar winds that we were talking about. Now, over the past several days, they have been relatively calm. moving into before the Easter weekend, there was a very, very big dip in the speed of the solar winds, but they have picked up, and right now they are sustained at approximately 720,000 miles per hour. But over the next 48 hours, I do anticipate that picking up as we do move into the stream from these coronal holes that will be facing the Earth once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, when you see these reports coming up from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel, make sure you take the time to watch them and share them on your Facebook page and your Twitter, because this is vital information on what is happening around the globe. This is Scott from Planet X News. Thank you for watching. And ladies and gentlemen, just as a quick reminder, stay updated, stay informed, and stay tuned. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of my affiliates, Food for Liberty. If you are interested in emergency prepping supplies, you can visit Food for Liberty by clicking on the link in the description box. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Nibiru channel and Planet X News for all of your updates. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a great idea to share our videos with your friends and family members on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to support Planet X News, you can visit the PayPal link in the description box under the video, and visit our website at www.nibiruplanetex2016.com. Thank you for watching.